a little bit. I took too much time thinking about who's going to start, who's this and that. Then they don't matter. I just know whenever I go in, wherever part of the game, wherever time, just make the best plays I make and do what's best for the team.
Lathan, Tanner just made a point that he thought you picked up the defense really fast, especially not playing in the spring. Just when did you feel like you really grasped defense enough to be out there and kind of make plays for you?
Yeah, luckily, because of Tanner, Proc, Rocket, all those dudes really helped me get a good understanding for what the coaches did and the extra time I put in, so where when I got onto the field, it wasn't a big transition for me. Like I saw Rocket and Proc making plays, Court making plays on the spring, and kind of just picture myself doing the same thing. And so I got the opportunity, I tried to do that.
Does the depth at the safety room help you get acclimated, you think, faster?
Yeah, I think it does, but like I said, I try my best to learn all the positions. So then once by learning all the positions, it creates a better understanding of the whole defense for me.
In fact, you're physically putting you out there for the spring. Does that give you more of an opportunity to learn it mentally and overcompensate that way?
No, I did. I definitely. I said earlier, I understood that I couldn't practice in the spring and know that, so I try to sharpen different parts of my game and watching the film and understand the defense, having a big grasp for all the positions, when things are moving and stuff like that. That's definitely helped me improve my game a lot.
Now that you've had a few weeks into the season, what's it like now under Knowles in the season? You've had all this talk about and time with him in the offseason, preseason. Is he any different in the regular season with the meetings and things like that?
No, he stayed true to who he's always been. Hasn't changed at all. And man, we love playing for Coach Knowles. He makes our defense be doing all types of different things, competing on offense, and gives us chances to all make plays.
What are conversations like with Denzel this week? I know he had a little bit of a tougher game against Arkansas State, but playing with him like you have, what do you tell Denzel when he does have challenges moments like that?
I mean, we all know Denzel's a baller, and at the end of the day, he had a bad game, and ballers shake back from that. I mean, you saw Jalen Ramsey didn't have his best first game, and he's still one of the best corners in the league. And Denzel's still one of the best corners in the country, and he's gonna show that soon enough.
What stands out about him from your vantage point? Why do people talk so highly of him? Obviously, he had a great freshman year and stuff, but what sets him apart in your mind? And did you see him being a little eager on Saturday? Is that the right word? Or sometimes you see red lights going to work. You know what I mean? No,
Denzel's one of the hardest workers I know. I mean, he's one of the dudes that lives in the facility. Really focused on his technique and understands the defense really well. And I think Denzel, he's fine, and he's gonna he's fine.
Because I know you're not a corner, but you've been in coverage before. You cover people. When it's like piling on you like that, when it's mistake after mistake, can that kind of wear on you mentally a little bit?
No, most definitely. I think at DB, it's definitely one of the positions to where mental has a big part of your game. I mean, you make a big play, or when the DB makes a mistake, everyone sees it. It's a touchdown or it's a big play, and sometimes it is tough to shake back from that. But I think he's gonna do a good job and shake back quick.
You might have been asked for a walk-up. I wasn't here when you started, but are you comfortable with the way you and Josh played on Saturday? And y'all were both in the game sometimes at the same time and stuff. Are you comfortable with the way that went down?
No, yeah, like I had said earlier, at the end of the day, I don't try to worry about too much who starts, who goes in, when they go in. Just whenever that I get the chance to go in, I'm gonna try to make plays.
Yeah, and now that you've been back there for a couple of games, how much more comfortable does this defense feel? You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, does it feel like
that's what. It's funny. Me, Rocket, me and my pops, Prop was talking about it. We look so good the first two games. Our defense making plays, but man, we have a lot of mistakes, a lot of things we got to fix up. So when we get more comfortable as these games go on, man, I'm so excited to see what this defense is going to do.
The defense has not created a turnover yet. How much of a point of emphasis has that been?
I mean, man, that's one of our big things, to create turnovers. So the DB especially, but I know the whole defense is itching for some turnovers.
And Toledo's quarterback, he's a pretty mobile guy. What have you seen on video from him? How big a challenge is that going to be?
Yeah, really mobile, really athletic, makes plays. So we're really excited for the challenge to go against him.
Lathan, Josh talked about it after the game Saturday about the trust the coaches have in him still, even after the first play of that first game. Just what does it say about Josh to be able to put his head down and go back to work last week against Arkansas State, play the way he did? Just can you speak to his resiliency, leadership to go out and trust the process and everything?
No, yeah, it says a lot about Josh. When I first came in as a freshman, Josh and Sean Wade were two of the people I really looked up to when I first got here. So I kind of already understood that about Josh, but y'all just see it, man. Josh, it's like the same. He went through the same leg injury as me. And we both had to go through a lot and deal with a lot, and I think he handled it really well.
Is it hard for you to to think you just did that in January 1. I mean, you know what I mean? That you came back that quickly from that. I mean,
I'll never forget. Every time I step on the field, I remember everything I went through. I remember the injury. I remember all the hard work I put in, and I don't take it for granted. I got emotional in the Notre Dame game, run onto the field just because, like you said, I know the work I put in. I wasn't supposed to play in that first game, so like you said, I'll never forget it, and it motivates me.
And what separates a football player from an average person that after something like that you want to be back out there?
Yeah,
traffic wrecks.
At the end of the day, like you said, I mean, between school and our families, this is our life. Football's our life. So when you take something like football away from you, man, for a little bit, I was a little lost without football. And like you said, like I said earlier, I'll never forget that feeling.
Is it the beauty of the game? What is it that's always been an allure to you?
I mean,
speed. What is it?
I mean, I love football. I've been playing since I was 6 years old. I love the physicality of the game. I love how all 11 on defense, especially, they got to do their job in order to have a successful defense. I love how I look to my right, I look to my left. These are my brothers, and I depend on them, and they depend on me, and that's what I love about the game.
You said you were surprised to play in the opener. When you first got hurt and they knew the extent of the injury, did they give you a timetable? Did they say, well, maybe week whatever?
They had given me this a certain number of months. I can't remember. I think it was probably like 7 months, something like that. And that was just like up to me, really. Like, that was a range. It could have been longer, it could have been shorter. And I told Stu right when I got hurt, when we first started training, that I was going to be the fastest person to ever come back from this type of leg injury. And Stu was like, show me, you got to do it. Stu was going to push me, obviously, to achieve that, which he did, and I appreciate him for that.
Compound fracture, right?
Yep.
What sets Stu apart in your mind? What makes him special?
I think what makes Stu so special is he listens to us and has a great understanding for all the types of different players he's dealing with. I mean, there's so many different personalities, so many different people he deals with. He does such a good job of, I mean, there's some dudes that, you know, there's different types of players on the team. He does such a good job of all finding ways to push all of us in our own individual way. And he did a great job of pushing me. I mean, there was days like I was sore, I'm hurting. I really didn't want to go do treatment. But man, he pushed me through, and I appreciate him. Coach KP, I had a lot of time working with him individually. He helped me. Coach Key was doing the lifts with me. I wasn't lifting with anyone at first. Coach Key started doing the lifts with me, man, and I appreciate him for that.
Yeah, Stu tailors everybody's thing differently, right? You and Josh weren't necessarily doing exactly the same things coming back. What was the one thing that you enjoyed in that, or that you felt was really doing you some good? What was the toughest thing to push through? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the toughest thing for me was I wanted to be back. I wanted to be back. I wanted to move. I wanted to run. And I had to understand, I had to be happy with the little wins. And I think at first that was the hardest part for me, is like when I first began to walk, I was excited when I was walking with no crutch, one crutch. And those little wins is what really helped me, motivate me, and push me to just keep going.
So now when you are back on the field, can you compare this year's Lathan to last year's Lathan? When you're looking at the offense and the ball's about to get snapped, what goes through your mind this year compared to last year that you notice is different about you this year?
Man, way more comfortable. I know what I'm looking for. I know what my keys are. I know it, like some things for offense, and then I'm playing safety now, and man, I feel so much more comfortable. I love the defense, man. I love the new coaches, the people around me, man. It's just more comfortable.
What is it about this defense, though, that it has just brought you, like, you completely blossomed under it? And you would think almost the reverse would be the case because it is so complex, but it's been like a complete 180 from you. Not to say that you weren't playing well last year, but I mean, you've just exploded onto the scene so far this season.
I mean, at the end of the day, I came here to play free safety. I came to play high safety, and I wasn't playing that my first years. I was just doing what was needed for the team, and I finally got the opportunity to play a high safety role. Regardless, I mean, whatever the team needs to do, I'm gonna do it. But I finally got the opportunity to play one of them high safety roles, and I just feel where I feel comfortable.
Just been a better fit for you so far.
You said you appreciate being on the field more. Is there a way to kind of quantify it, but explain when you go through an injury like that, when you get a second chance and you're fully healthy, what that means?
Man, it means everything. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone loves football. I mean, the dudes playing in calls, we go through so much to play on the field. We love it, but you don't understand how much it means to you, and how much, and you kind of take for granted sometimes that basically that's not guaranteed for you to be on that field. It's not guaranteed for you to go to the next practice. Not guaranteed for you to be the next workout. And every time I go to work, every time I'm tired or I'm sore, I think about my brothers that are hurt right now, that can't be out here. I know how they felt. And I just understand that at the end of the day, I know what they would go through to be out here with me, so I can't take this for granted.
So when you're looking at the offense,
Last question right here.
you're breaking down when the quarterback's lining up. Is Can you take me through your mindset when you're going through that pre-snap and then when the ball is snapped? Just what do you look at first? How do you break down those plays when you are now back on the field?
First, I'm looking at where the ball at. I'm looking at what formation they're in, and I'm looking at what threats are in front of me. And that's really the progression I go through, the progression Coach East kind of instilled in all his safeties, and that's definitely helped me.
So how is Perry different this year compared to the past two defenses that you've had? You know, how does he help you specifically maximize Lathan's talents?
What I really admire about Coach Eliano is he holds all of us accountable. I mean, no matter who it is on the field, he expects, I want to say excellence, but he damn near expects excellence. And that's what you want in a coach. I mean, he's pushing all of us as hard as we can, and he keeps it real. He keeps it real, and that's all I've ever wanted in a coach room, just keep it real.
So whether you start or not, start the actual game, you're a happy customer?
And I'm just, whenever my number gets called, I'm going out there to try to make plays. That's it.
Have you feel like you and Josh complement each other?
I feel like me and Josh do a lot of the same things well. I mean, Josh big hitter, I'm a big hitter. Josh good in coverage. I think I do pretty good in coverage, and I think we do a lot of the same things different, but our game's also very different as well. So
You made a big tackle against Mayer in the first game. He outweighs you about 60 pounds. Walk us through that play, and is it just a matter of leverage and just getting low?
I mean, at the end of the day, my dad's instilled to me since I was younger, be fearless. No matter, I mean, how big they are. When I go to hit, I'm being fearless. I'm fearless, full speed. And he always taught me, I mean, you get there before he gets going. You should win most of those.
Do you feel like you're playing at a different level of confidence than you were a year ago?
No, most definitely. But like I said, I think it's due to the new defense we're in. The coach is getting us prepared. You know what we're looking for. Our team is pushing me, and then I'm just getting blessed to be in opportunities because of the defense and the scheme that we run.
What is it about this
Last
defensive
question
scheme that you think has been good for you that's playing into your strengths?
I think it just allows us to play fast. It allows us to play fast. Just know what you're looking for. I mean, you see your keys and just expect, not assume, but just kind of expecting things to happen. And once those things happen, just go.